Pixiv, one of the biggest, actually the biggest artist community and image board, has now banned some artwork from being posted there. And I'm here to tell you all about it, baby. So let's roll that little news intro here because this is quite the interesting headline. And here's your host, Noble of Lost Paws out here. How you doing, guys? Maybe drop a subscribe. Would appreciate your time around here. We got some definitely very huge news concerning the art community out here because, you know, a lot of you guys tend to be weebs on my channel. I can definitely see you right now. You probably got some anime merch around there. That's okay. Anyway, Pixiv made a big ol' announcement on Twitter just the other day, and it's definitely been cooking for some while right now because you can definitely tell that people didn't take the news too well, given that it has 40K retweets and some quoted retweets, 5K, and only 24K likes. It's definitely getting a little bit hot and heavy, to say the least. Now, obviously, it's in Japanese out here, and I can't really read it anyway. But if clicking on the website, it brings it over to English so we can understand it. And I, of course, will spill the beans in here in a more easy to understand way as well. Basically, they said, we are going to add an update December 15th that is going to be banning all sorts of art on there. On the booth, the Pixiv fan box, and Pixiv request feature, but not the actual normal free-to-use website itself, surprisingly. Just the Paywalled thing, so that's at least an interesting update for you. For now, at least. It may actually extend onwards to the full website in the future, but we'll see how that one goes. The fact that they're banning anything at all is really weird, considering that it is a Japanese website, and Japanese people usually tend to not give two flying fricks about the Western audience and what we care about what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. But this time, they were a little bit pressured here. Pressured by, most likely, the credit card companies and possibly also PayPal. Anything where they can get money out of, hence why on only the pay sites where content is going to be disappearing. Now, what content specifically? Well, they added a nice little bullet point list, and let me tell you, it gets kind of funny where the things that they're listing off here. Furthermore, the rules and policies of brand protection of card network transactions. Yeah, there you go. There's the credit cards. For the content that is patently offensive, unethical, or promote criminal activities such as, by the way, example, but not limitation to, the exploitation of a minor. You can see that one is the front bullet point instead of probably the one that caused the most upset right there. You know which one we're talking about here, the Shotas and the Lolis. They are not big fans of that, those credit card companies, so those ones have to go. Now, I've given the argument over time and time again of like, oh, it's not real. It's just a piece of paper, but you know, whatever. I'm just going to continue on here. Of course, they're going to get rid of that. That probably gets rid of, I was saying maybe like 10 to 20%, and I thought I was being generous, but then I got some other of my friends who are more weebs that actually use the Pixiv website way more than me, and so that's like 50% or more. And I'm like, I don't really know. How bad is it on there? Regardless, let's move on to the next bullet point, which is incest. Oh, well, that's funny. Why are they getting rid of that one? That would exist in Western media literally everywhere. What are you doing, step bro? If you go to any of the off-brand hub websites out there, you know, Spank Bank, whatever you want, I don't give a flying frick. You're gonna see all of that step bro crap literally everywhere. And I can guarantee you those credit card companies have zero issues taking money from those things. That is such an odd one considering like anime literally is like 50%. I hate the fact that I'm laughing at that because not only is it funny because I may be exaggerating, but no, it actually is probably true and it's sad at the same time. This next one is targeted towards furries, and that is bestiality. Oh man, they're taking shots at all these fandoms out here. Bam! There goes the lolicons and the shotacons. Bam! There goes 50% of anime fans going after the mamas and the milfs. Bam! There goes the furries too. Oh man, they're all going away. And I don't know if they can get around that one necessarily because, you know, there's also the thing called Pokemon, and we all know that Pokemon itself is probably 50% of all off-brand anime out there. And I wish I was exaggerating with that one there, but man, there's definitely gonna be some upset folks. I'm like laughing at this, even though this is kind of like mixed news out here. I don't really know how to feel about that one. And this next one kind of makes sense here, you know, grape out here, or any non-consensual little behavior out there. Yeah, okay, I guess, sure. I don't know how a drawing can consent anyway, but, you know, I have an image to pull that one up there. The myth of consensual fluff work. I consent, and I don't, says Visa. That's pretty much what's going on there. They can make the rules however they want, man. I don't really know how you can consent to that or not. That's kind of I don't know. This one is by far the most hilarious of them all. Just this wording alone. Non-consensual mutilation of a person or body part. So by that wording, it automatically will allow consensual mutilation. You just gotta give him a thumbs up as he gets their arm chopped off or something like that. That's cool. Don't worry. So you're just gonna see like a bunch of girl with thumbs up, like, yeah, everyone's really happy girl. It's gonna be so weird. That bullet point alone also gives me some questions in here. Is like, okay, but what about like, you know, said violence or something like that? Does it extend to like punching a guy and then like blood coming out of like a tooth? Like there's a lot of that kind of like fighting stuff going on in anime all the time. Is that gonna count towards it? Because if that does, then there goes a lot of like action anime stuff out there. People getting like arms cut off, like cool fights and stuff that you see all the time in anime. Like you're not even gonna be able to do that, because that's not necessarily consensual. Those guys are fighting for their lives in those anime episodes. And basically it goes on to say, yo, you better private all the content before the update comes around. Otherwise, you will be getting some punishments, aka probably a ban. This is literally the way of Tumblr, all right? You remember what happened to Tumblr when they got rid of their NSFW stuff, things that it was basically the only reason why you would actually ever want to go on Tumblr in the first place. And that site dead, committed seppuku right in front of everybody. Literally the biggest one do this kind of stuff, this kind of censorship. Though to be fair, Tumblr's case, they just got rid of everything. And also the same happened to go with OnlyFans. OnlyFans tried to do it and then they backpedaled and they're like, wait, no, hold up. We were known for this, I'm sorry. And OnlyFans is still kind of around, although it definitely took a big hit because Fansly got on the board because of that. And I don't know the statistics, but I think Fansly may be starting to pull ahead of OnlyFans. But here we go. The credit card companies pressuring just artists, just regular art that is just things on a piece of paper saying you can't do that anymore. I'm sorry. I think that's silly. I may not like literally any of those things, but you know what? Like I have a brain and I can tell you that it's just art. Sometimes even storytelling what goes on to it, especially like the mutilation of a person's body. Like it's like an arm gets cut off like in the middle of a fight or something like that. I don't know, that's kind of normal in some action like kind of darker anime out there. Like I feel like this is kind of bad. What about people that just like Goblin Slayer? That's like almost everything on there that they're gonna get banned. You draw Goblin Slayer, you're screwed. You like redo of a healer? Well, I'm sorry, you're also pretty much screwed there. You want to draw interspecies reviewers? No, that'll fall under bestiality. You're screwed on that one there as well. So there's like a lot of things in here that I'm just like, this is silly, especially for like a website that is very, very, very well known for its anime and art community out there. Like I think this is way over the top. And I definitely can see that it's gonna get pretty hurt by doing this kind of stupid activity, especially considering how heavily it was trending on Twitter just the other day. They haven't backpedaled as of yet, so I think this is actually going through, considering I guess they really got pressured by MasterCard, Visa, and any other credit card company of the like. Now, to be fair, I don't think it's going to be the end of Pixiv, because obviously their normal site is still going to have literally everything on there still. But is this a sign of impending doom for the rest of the website? So I'm curious to hear your kind of thoughts out here. It's like, are you guys for or against this kind of thing? I mean, it's just funny to me because, you know, the people that usually have all the money are the people that always want the weird crap. It's just like at furry artists, you know, how much they pay for all their stuff. They just want to give some money away. They have all of that. They don't pay their money on real girls, that's for certain. To be fair, that may extend to people that like anime just in general. Regardless, though, God, I am shooting shots at my own fandom right now and myself. Regardless, though, you know, thank you guys so much for watching this news update. Please leave your thoughts below in the comment section. Would love to hear it. And I hope to see you beautiful sons again for some more juicy, juicy drama.